This is the story of a Let's Player called Bram. Bram used to spend most of his time recording Let's Plays, editing them, and maintaining BBJ Publishing, his YouTube channel. He covered all kinds of games until time management and technical issues brought forth so much delay that years had passed since he covered any games. Now, however, he restarts a new adventure. Please choose a screen and subtitle language. English, please. Have you played Stanley Parable before? Why, yes, we have. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Really? One of these? Please enter the current time. You can freaking check the computer for that, you dumbasses. Oh, really? One of these. Okay. Really? I have to do that? Alright, whatever. I have a feeling you're going to ask another stupid question. Thank you. Hi guys, and welcome back. This is Bram of BBJ Publishing, and we're here for first of the channel, a sequel series. You may remember a long time ago we did the Stanley Parable. I didn't think there would be any updates, and then I learned, I think about a year or two ago, no, they're working on an Ultra Deluxe. Now, I would have played this when it first came out, but see update video from a while back, we had massive computer issues, so we literally could not run the game, or at least not without it crashing, let alone record it. So, while those computer issues are still being resolved, I have since migrated back to my old PC. We're back up and running, so we're going to try and keep this train running. I'm just going to check settings real fast, just because I like to do these. Not using a controller, so I don't care about that. Nice. We'll stick with medium for now. And actually like the default. Reticle, don't need a reticle. Unless we're going to be shooting a gun.
I might turn this off later. Oh, it won't be in the world, it'll just be there. Okay, never mind. No. Oh, there's camera shaking head bob. I wish you could, nope, it's either both or none. Reduces difficulty for time-sensitive inputs, nah. Sure. That's fine. We'll stick with borderless just because it's already recording off my computer with no problem. But let's do that 60 hertz, please. Apply, keep. And controls. I assume it is the same controls as before. Jump, interact, yep. Crouch, and... Oh, you can right-click to auto-lock. Cool.
Alright. So, we played this game before. Let's see what new endings Crows added to this game. Let us begin the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. It sure feels like that now.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what
you can actually read it now.
427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Or maybe you could read it in the original,
And
I
then
forget.
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, you hold to auto walk. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't think I'll
Stanley
auto walk.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Who
No
fought it?
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
And maybe I need a reticle if I need to pick, oh. Darn it. I was trying to read it. There's no zoom. Can't open that. I hate Mondays too.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wouldn't be a playthrough if we didn't just do the normal ending at least once. Let's go.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Please do not steal. I would like to steal, even though I don't drink coffee. Or tea, whichever this is. Am I? Oh, that's the slideshow. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope, still nothing there. The executive bathroom is available. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast. Money crisp. Extreme bathrooms, the times. And it is a bright, bright sunny day. So bright that you cannot see the outside. And we're a vampire. Well, glad to know that. That's locked. Anything at... the beige pages. Not the yellow pages, the beige pages. Our hostile takeover is the new biannual percentage. Topical.
Stepping into his manager's
there's a
office,
piano in here
Stanley
now.
was once again stunned to discover not an indication
You can't
of
play
any
the
human
piano?
life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
8.
Stanley just sat
Thank
around
you.
twiddling his
Achievement
thumbs,
unlocked. Get your
trying
first
to input
achievement.
anything
And
on the device was useless, since he
8.
could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
All right. Don't get your knickers in a knot.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Was that a map change? I can't tell. Might have just been lighting. Alright. Anything back here? Oh. Looks like there's light switches back here, but you can't change them. At least that's what they look like to me. It's so dark in here. Link Plus. That might be a real brand. I have no idea. Loading. You just see me loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
So many
Stanley
years
walked
later.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But there's an escape path over there. Fine.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Certainly hope he does. Otherwise, we're not playing this for very long.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Fired.
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
There's Mr. Glitchy up there, 234.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been
the camera feed
manipulated
is
to
just
accept
fine.
it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
Yeah.
Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
Yeah, we're just gonna
labeled
run
with
straight to it.
emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
And map change. There we go.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Through the open... I'm done.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Nice skybox. Achievement unlocked. Beat the game. We beat the game, guys. I'm pretty sure I made this joke the first time around. I actually don't know. It's been too long. All right. So now...
All of his co-workers
let's
were
go
gone.
exploring.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right. All right. Editing. Enhance. Enhance. I have no idea if zooming in will allow me to be able to read that. I'll just turn it off for now. Oh! Waiting input. Just input received. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, let's do this one. This one's fun.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Nope. Nope. Alright, input received.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
You know, just to admire it. You know, the meeting room. A perfectly normal place to admire a room. Or a perfectly reasonable room to admire.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Sure.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
There's that who farted mug again. And then, what's that last one? Best value.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Fuel.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, is that the actual current time? Nope, not even close, even though I set the time earlier. Or,
Stanley
wait.
sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I think that's the... Hold on. Did they mix up the minute hand and the hour hand? Because the minute hand is the long hand, right? Because that is the current... No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, that's straight up not the right time. Or not the current time. Which leaves me wondering, why did it ask for the current time? Any more dialogue? Nope. Okay.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Alright, I believe this...
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Alright, that's the meeting room. Right, maintenance ending. Which should go to, yep.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Just pardon while he checks the script.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Into the truck. Hold on. Can you do anything with the truck? Nope. Nope. And it... Yeah. The truck is stuck in here. Just...
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense,
all right,
we'll just
let's see if
restart the
they've
game from the
updated this at
beginning.
all.
And this time,
or if it's the same game references.
So far off track, Okay, from the top.
Like, is this still in the source engine? I assume it is.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, this is the restart, the...
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I think we found the story. I think we found the... Nope. Is it this way? No. That's the way we literally just went. That is also the way we just went. How about over here?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And if I remember correctly, yeah, no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Trademark.
Just follow the line.
Trademark.
How simple is that? You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Just follow the line, Trademark.
Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Ba-ba-da-ya-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ya-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-ya-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ya-ba-da-ba-da. Ya-ba-da-ya-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ya-ba-da.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
No, thanks.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story is... Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
I think we've now learned you can't trust a line, Trademark.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's
Trademark.
it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
I know I missed a trademark back there.
Our own story. Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable.
Here's the video games.
Start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Yee.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Oh, that does actually take you back. I'm sorry. I thought this was an antechamber situation. How do you do this? Going around in a circle a certain number of times, ending up in a different location. I guess
no, not you again.
Trademark.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from
Trademark.
having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or
Trademark.
monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it.
Trademark.
You should be fine.
Byline. Trademark.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
But I want to go on the left.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
Schedule.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Force restart.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Thank you.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?